Okay, we're here at Alma College. This is the post-game press conference for round one of the 2023 NCAA Division III football tournament. From Alma College, we have Carter St. John, Jason Couch, Odin Safardini, and Jerome Robertson. Coach, congrats on an outstanding win. Do you have an opening statement?
Well, I go back to yesterday's pregame interview and talk about being surrounded by outstanding young men, and I am blessed to be able to be with them another week. But these are the guys that got us here, and they did a great job today, along with, like I mentioned yesterday, our fantastic seniors, and guys are bought in and working hard every single day. So I'm proud. It's another great day to be a Scot.
Coach, it's another playoff win, another playoff game hosting. The undefeated season continues. Can you talk about what this means for the program and what you've built in your time here, especially in the past couple of years?
We've talked about it. I mean, the regular season, don't get me wrong, we didn't take that lightly, and we worked our tails off to get here. This is where we wanted to be, and we want to be able to showcase that hard work. And these guys did that again today. And as far as the program, it means a ton. These guys keep elevating the bar and setting the standard higher and higher. And, I think for our alumni, that's, getting mauled walking off the field by all the alums is pretty special. Means a lot to them. And, I'm a proud alum, but, so proud of these guys.
Jerome, can you talk about the game's opening drive, as it were? What you saw out there, and how that figures in with what you've done here at the college so far?
I would probably say being in the right place, right time.
Closer. There you go.
Yeah, just being in the right place, right time, and having my boys there with me, celebrating with me, just means everything.
Oh, come on. Give us more than that. Give us more than that.
Yeah. Mr.
Yeah.
Humble over here. Right?
Yeah.
I'll be loud enough. But Mr. Humble over there, came from defensive end spot, ran down the line to get to be in the right spot at the right time. Yeah. And, we talk on defense. I hear coaches talk all the time about how many white helmets can we get to the ball, and that's all he was doing is what he does every single day in practice, and it paid off. And so what did he see? I'm sure he saw a maroon end zone in front of him, and he's probably right up there with one of the fastest on the team too. So I'm proud. Yeah, outstanding job.
Forgive my ignorance, but Jerome, have you scored a touchdown before? Was that?
Yeah, he had a scoop score a couple weeks ago against Alma.
Okay. Yeah. Question for Jerome and Odin. Can you talk about just being a defensive player playing against an offense that is sticking around until the very end, trying to score a touchdown? Say, for example, even though they're down 2 scores with a second or two remaining in the game.
I love it. I just love playing defense. So, teams that don't back down, throughout the whole game they didn't. And it's more fun for us to go back out there, see them trying. It makes us still ready to play. And it just makes it more fun.
Because you guys were out there for 96 snaps and 37-plus minutes today. That's a lot of defense.
Yeah, I know. As far as the defense, we always talk about the standard, and we love being out there. If it's at the end of the game, first quarter, if it's only first quarter, end of the game, we love being out there. I just love playing with my boys. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just add, these guys have, we talk about probably too much or they get sick of it. E plus R equals O. An event happens, what is their response helps determine the outcome. If they hang their heads that they've got to be out there on the field and they're backed up, then probably not going to be a good outcome. But they, like you can tell, they're happy, right? They get to play ball. And that having that positive response usually leads to some pretty good outcomes.
It's a question for Carter. DePauw's hanging around midway through the third. It seemed like from where I was sitting, you had taken a couple of deep shots that hadn't been able to connect, and then finally you managed to hit Frenchco for the touchdown. How did it feel to get that one off?
It felt really good. I mean, just only, what did you say, 3 quarters, finally
Yeah.
knocked some nerves off. I'd overthrown quite a few guys, thrown some out of play. Their corners played really well. Number 3, Matthew Coons, went to Chittard with me, so I was trying to get one on him. Maybe should have let that go and just stuck to the game plan a little bit more, but it was super nice, good feeling. Just I told Coach Rietma, it was like riding a bike. I didn't try to throw it too far, didn't try to do anything. It was just right in the wheelhouse, so just got to make a play.
There was a point right before that, maybe also in the third quarter, where you overthrew somebody into that wind, and I was just like, how the hell is he overthrowing someone into that wind?
In the end zone?
No, actually, middle of the field,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm not-
I'll take that as a very nice compliment because I don't have the strongest arm in the world, and so that made my day. Thank you.
All right, so, but right, so you talked about the play of their corners. They obviously had some stuff that was working on you today. What were you seeing out there?
We're a very opportunistic offense, I would say. A lot of deep shots. I think even for the previous question, I think they're used to being on the field for 37 minutes at a time because either we're going and scoring in 2 minutes or, it's 3 and out, and so now they're back on the field.
Okay.
So props to them for just, like Odin's saying, they love playing defense, so I'm glad they do.
Alma's lowest point total of the year, smallest margin of victory this year. Coach, do you feel like this was the best team that you played this year?
They're a very good ball club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a battle. We knew it was going to be a battle, and tried to prepare for that. It's really hard to simulate that in practice, but yeah, they're a very good ball club, and but again, we knew that coming in. And
This is a question for Coach and Odin. I seem to recall that both of you in your pregame talked a lot about coming back here, being veterans, second year in the playoffs now. How does that experience show up on the field? And looking forward into next week now.
I think with anything, preparation is key. And so last year we had the first time jitters. I mean, I was nervous for this last year, right? No offense.
For the news conference?
Yes.
All right.
So was I.
Because that was, it was the first. And so now we're more prepared what to expect. And go out and play another game, right? And, I at least say it a lot that let's keep playing hard so that we get to have another week together. So,
Anything to add to that, Odin?
Like Coach Couch said, just having another opportunity to play another week together. Last year it was more, we've made it this far, like, good job, guys. And this year is, let's see how far we can go. Focus on the next week and just being with each other for as long as we can.
All right, so that game next week is at Mount Union, right? I haven't watched a minute of tape on Mount Union other than maybe recreationally, but just like first thoughts on going to one of the brand name programs and a 13-time national championship to try to continue this run.
I'm not going to give them any bulletin board material. I promise you that. They don't need it. But, hey, we're the Scots. We got to play our game and be us every single day, win every day. First, we're going to have an unbelievable Thanksgiving together, and we're going to enjoy this week, and we'll be ready to go Saturday.
John?
Yeah, so this goes with Thanksgiving again, most of the players. This week, most of the students are off campus. Does it get that feel of like summer camp when you're here first originally? You get to have some fun times together but still get the work done on the field? Is it just a different feel for this week? Or is it just regular game week again?
I can tell you it's a lot colder. Anybody want it?
Someone has to answer, right? I think it would feel quite a little bit like fall camp camp. Really, it's just hanging out with your friends, just by yourselves again. No other students around, so no other distractions, no mirages are out there. So just being able to be with your boys, just all we have is football. So
Yeah, and just the focus on football, you think that's a huge advantage coming into a big game like Mount Union?
sure hope so.
Yeah.
Yep, So as you know, to host a playoff game, it's a privilege to play at home one more time. And we had over 350 of your peers come to the game. What does it mean to have that community support in addition to all the alum that came back to support the team?
It means a lot. Like you said, however many people, it was a lot of people out there. It just shows how much like they care about us, and we appreciate them more. We're not here without the fans, so it means a lot.
You know, I think I heard, 350 in 35, 40 minutes or whatever it is, tickets that were gobbled up by our students. And it says a lot, right, about the support. And I hope they feel it reciprocal, right? Whether we're going to other sporting events or activities on campus, community service that these guys do. It's a special place. This is home.
Yeah, I think a lot of those out of the 350 are still guys that are on the team. Those are the guys that didn't quite make the roster, but they're still on the team. Those guys are giving us good looks on the scout team. So those guys should be equally as proud as any one of us that are sitting up here, because they put in the work that kind of getting their butts kicked because they are on the scout team. But they just get up and talk some trash back to us, which isn't very fun. But they should be just equally as proud as everyone on the team.
I'm good.
All set. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys. Congrats.
Thank you.